Hello. Happy Monday. Please tell me how your weekend's been, guys. Hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty eventful weekend. I'm pretty tired, to be honest. But here we are. Ready to continue our 1986-87 database save. And enjoy a little bit of ice cream. Oh, mamma mia. How the devil are we? Retro Gamer was first for a change. Good on you, Retro. Good on you, Billy. Oleg is in as well. Good to see you, Oleg. John Doyle. Evening, guys. Homie says, well, you know, a couple of you guys, you witnessed the mayhem play out. Was it oh shit, was it Friday? Was it Friday? I hang up. Those two are hung up or hanged up. I'm not sure. But look at this. The two frames are still on the wall. Any of you guys who watched me with a hammer and a screw sat in the chat doubting me. Look at it. Look at these two. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ah, come on. Floating globe? Come on, who got the magic touch? Ah, come on, was that four attempts? Nope, 5. Come on. Nope. Nope. Oh, so close. So fucking close. Ta-da! Oh, shit. Hi, Oleg. It's good to see you, Oleg. Hope you're doing all right. How are we? Matt's got his work top on again, says Billy. Is this become my work top now? Me gustas tú. Bigster Gamer in with the follow. We do appreciate that very much. Very welcome to the Mad Crew. We are happy to have you. A little bit tired, to be honest, here on a Monday night, but I'm here to hang out with you guys. I got another brilliant week planned for me. We got a brand new episode of the podcast out on Wednesday, tomorrow for Patreons. As we continue our little retro football podcast. Bum, 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 bum. There you have it, the latest episode, Mr. Musterman. What a guy he is. Absolutely love being in his company for a little bit more than an hour on the latest episode. And my, did he do well on the quiz? It's one of the most tricky retro quizzes you will ever find on the internet in the Rewind the Game podcast. And Musterman did very, very well. So did FM Llama in the first episode. Next episode, as I said, out on Wednesday, tomorrow for Patreons. Hello, Matt. Hello, Dr. Nanas. How are we, my fellow Dane? Hope you're doing great. Salute. Witch King Mallory. Freaking dropping a prime sub on us. You legend, appreciate it. Witch King Mallory. Always a pleasure to see ya. How the hell are we? The dog loves you. You know it. Witch King Mallory with a prime sub. It's awesome. Freaking awesome. You're not getting ice cream. Ice cream is for humans. Yeah, homie says, well, he's been out at my mom's all weekend when I've been out partying like I was 18 years old this weekend. Yeah, so you've been spoiled. So don't spoil him. He don't need anything. Do not listen to him. He will try to charm the hell out of you. Don't listen to him. He's been spoiled all weekend. Your little tummy. His little stomach can't handle any more of it. How are you, Dr. Nanase? I told you guys not to spoil him. You do not deserve it. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Should we play some Football Manager while we're here? Yes, we shall. Back in 1987 with us. Halfway through the second season, we have made it into the top 6. It was a tough start to the season. A lot of major injuries hindered our form, but recently we have won freaking 5 in a row, right? 5 in a row. Little Oxford United for the win. Next up is Tottenham Hotspur, and that is in the FA Cup. Retro Gamer says QPR. This is not QPR. You tell Vitor from Brazil this is QPR. He'll say Mavafangulo. He'll splash the water in the face of you, just like Faustino Espulia will splash the water in his face. How dare he? It's Odo Flamingo. Benny Cage is in. Benny Santest. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, Benny. How the hell are we? Always a pleasure to see you, my man. Happy Monday. It's not Ben & Jerry's, but it's a nice ice cream. How are we? Redondo. 18-year-old Redondo, that is. Picks up an injury. He's going to miss the freaking FA Cup game. Unfortunate for Fernando Redondo. Hung up. Thank you, Benny. I'm still improving my English these days. Oleg, I'm starting a save on your 19, not your 19, no, your 07 database. Go for it, Oleg. Freaking go for it. 2007, 08 database. Go and have fun with it. Do you know who you start out with, Oleg? Do you already have plans for what team you'll start out with? Let us know if you want, please. I would have flung it out window by now, said Retro Gamer. You probably would, yeah. Probably would. Dr. Nanasa, did you go to the Rana Zoo? Yes, I did. Yes, I did on Saturday. And I can still feel it because I'm an old asshole. Are you German, says Falkirk, Falkirk, Falkirk. When I see Falkirk, I just want to scream, Marker, Marker, proper championship manager legend. He was straight out of Falkirk. No, I'm not German. I'm Danish, a little bit more up north from Germany. Last live stream, actually, we did talk about how many languages we speak. Some people in my chat are very bilingual. They can speak up to 10 different languages. That's incredible. Myself, about a handful or something like that, because I'm from a tiny little country. So we gotta learn other languages. Where are you from, Falkirk, Falkirk, Falkirk? If I may ask, could it be Scotland? That would be my best guess. We got a couple of Scottish legends in this Oxford 1987 squad, let me tell you that. We signed Colin Hendry for this season. He's 22 years old, just imagine. We got Gary McAllister, who we splashed the big money on for this transfer window. And Gary Mack's been on fire. Absolutely. Attacking midfielder. I thought he would be my main playmaker. But look at him. 18 goals in 23 appearances. Excellent. Good evening, Gael Videnskabsmand, Witch King Mallory. Dropping some Danish on us as well. We freaking love it. And thanks again for the sub. Scheme Wannison, good to see you, Scheme. Thank you. Excuse me for being freaking slow here. Letting you hang in the chat. That's my bad. Hope you're doing well, Scheme. It's good to see ya. The real Garan started an 86 database game with Man United. I signed Romario. First game he does sliding kick and gets a red card. What a debut. That's not what you're hoping for from the little wizard. The goal-scoring genius, Romario. On this database, what a signing. And Man United, they do have a decent team on this database. It's just before Alex Ferguson took over Man United. In our universe, Internazionale have picked up Romario. He's 20 years old when you start a save on this database. I hope he'll bounce back from his red card scandal of a start to the season there and do well for you. I'm happy to hear you playing the database, my friend. Loving the series, brother. I appreciate that, Witch King Mallory. I'm having so much fun on doing the podcast, let me tell you that. We got a new episode coming out this week. I'm hyped, let me just tell you that. Yeah, it's fair enough. Andy Miller, he's unhappy. We will try to play him more regularly. He's been out injured. He was a A huge signing for us. Absolutely scoop when we got him. One of the best wonder kids on this database, and he accepted the offer from us, Oxford United. But then he got an injury. It's been difficult to get him back in. Safar, good to see you, Safar. I know it's late, in the middle of the night, right, in your part of the world. Always appreciate when you drop by, Safar. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope all is well. We're preparing for FA Cup fourth round at White Hart Lane. A game against Tottenham Hotspur. Dr. Nanasa had an unexplainable me morning and noon, but a workout helped on the mood. Think it's the boredom which is getting to my head. No work and just waiting for uni next week. And you must be excited for starting uni next week, I'm sure. But yeah, kill the boredom. How do you guys kill boredom? How do we help Dr. Nanasa out? How do you kill boredom? Do you play Football Manager non-stop? Oh, I forget about my ice cream. Excuse me. Scusa. Do you play Xbox or PlayStation, Dr. Nanase? I saw there's a new Mafia game just dropped. There's Kingdom Come 2. There's always Red Dead Redemption. I can go back to Red Dead Redemption any day of the week. One of the best games I played ever. When do I listen, says Retro Gamer. I was about to ask that. There is Victor Gamer. Hello, Matt. Greetings from Spain, España. Your databases are incredible. I don't understand much English, but I'll leave you with my follow. I love FM. Very kind. Fluent in English. On text at least. Beautifully. But mucho gracias, Victor. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the kind words. Flamingo, says Oleg. Are you starting with Flamingo on 86 database? Because that would be marvelous. Or is it just my shirt you're talking about? Oh, do Flamingo. Sí. Señoritas. And señors. Alright, Tottenham, bring it on and leave Musto alone. All the offers in for Musto. We don't want to let him go. He's not leaving. Sir Ratwell. Evening, gents. Hope you're all doing well. There he is. Good to see you, Sir Ratwell. It was a blast dropping by your stream last night. Putting a face to the name. Our Scandinavian friend from further up north. I hope you've gotten a shout out. Usually Billy, he gives you a shout out. Dr. Nanas, I was there Saturday. I was at Barry's from 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. I was at Cafe Von Hatten, Dr. Nanase. With King Mallory. Kerr was a freak, could play in any league and division immediately. Exactly, you know what I'm talking about. Proper Champions League legend. Absolutely. Kevin Keegan takes charge at Luton Town. I reckon that's his first job as a manager on this database, actually. I'm quite sure it is. He's 36 years old. He's without a job in the first season. So, Kevin Keegan getting into it. Love it. And Luton, that is a Premier League side, right? Or First Division, excuse me. Yeah. Struggling a little bit this season. Let's see if Kevin Keegan can save them. 10.0 rating for the good old Colin Hendry, who's not old at all. He's 22 years old. But is he good enough? He's been our starting defender most season. I'm not happy about his average rating. Other than that, green arrows all across the board for him. Me, 3 languages. There you go, Oleg. That is brilliant. That's absolutely great. I am indeed, my good sir. Good to hear, Scheme. Good to hear. I'm sure my brilliant moderator, Retro Gamer, gave you a shout out. Scheme is also FM streamer. You know, to go and support each other, guys. That's how we do in the FM community, right? Anderlecht chasing Bierhoff deal. No, we're not ready to let anyone leave. Freaking hell, that was a mistake. Honestly, I just want this freaking transfer window to get out of the way. I don't want to lose any of my players. I don't want to get them unsettled, anything. Here we go. We were kicked out quite early of the League Cup this season, so could we generate a cup run in the FA Cup. We gotta start out against Tottenham. It's not gonna be easy. Mr. Grizzly, the golden boy, and the Mr. Grizzly. It's good to see ya. How are we, mate? FM ain't cutting it lately. Same with PlayStation. Ain't doing it. No gaming to the rescue then, Dr. Nanas. Sorry to hear that. I need adrenaline. I need human interaction. I feel you. I feel you. And the first couple of suggestions I came with was completely virtual stuff. It's Ranasu. Get some more out of the Ranasu. You kill boredom by getting mad scientists to stream every day, Billy. That's Billy's suggestion. And that's not going to happen. I'm working on the podcast in the background. I'm working on databases in the background for most of the time, obviously. So no streaming for me every single day, but whenever I can, I will. I will for sure. All right, Andy Muller, here's your chance. We are not subbing Gary McAllister. Most important player. I do have a problem. Defensive midfield-wise. It's going to be Lupescu and Musto because Redondo's out injured. Got Davasuka, Batistuta up on top. Both still teenagers, I'm quite sure. Pixel Pinnin, good evening. Started the new 86-87 save with Southampton and have been poking around in the regen mod on the side. Never knew it could be so fun to add in future players or update them to be future stars, even if they weren't in real life. That's fantastic. Awesome. Good to hear that, Pixel. Southampton is a great shout on this database. With a very, very young Alan Shearer in the youth team. You got a young Matt Lettis in the youth team. You got Peter Shilton, goddammit, in your first team. Mark Wright as well. It is a really good save idea, Southampton, on this database. We are playing away from home. Let's check out the Spurs starting 11. And by the sound of it, you're doing some editing as well. I applaud that. I do applaud that when people edit the saves to how they like. There's no cheating in Football Manager, right? You can do what freaking else ever you want to fit your needs, to have fun with this game. We have played this game since 2023. Mix it up, goddammit. Mix it up. Skynet, have you covered? Said Seratrol. It's a Terminator reference, Dr. Nanase. Mr. Grizzly, I broke my own rule of no real-life Ballon d'Or winners once again when Ronaldo Luis Di Nazario de Lima became available. There we go, Grizzly. Love it. So who should we be afraid of on that Tottenham side? Thomas Guravi, one of the best target forwards in this database. Paul Allen, Dunga, Brazilian legend. Amadeo Gaboni, the Italian Gary Mabbott, Gary Stevens, Chris Houghton, Thomas Ravelli, the Swedish goalie. Strange Tottenham side, I must say. They are in the mix. They are in the top 7 in the Prem. But we believe in ourselves. Go on, young Oxford. Come on. FA Cup run. We would love it. Seratrol. Terminator reference from back in the day. The AI that gave adrenaline and killed us all off. You know it now. There we go. Dr. Nanas. All my friends are busy. Moving away to Aalborg, Odense, and boarding schools. Others are working crazy hours or retaking the exams. I'm quite literally the only one with nothing to do. It is a bummer. Seratrol, it is a bummer. But you have some free time on your hands. Gotta be a little bit creative. What could we come up with, my friend? Davasuka with a cross. 9 minutes in. Batistuta tried to get to it. Could we go up early? We're still in ball possession. Lupescu. With a hell of a pass. Back to the defenders. Robbie Musto flicks it on to Sieverbeck. Low cross. It's a pen. It is a pen. 11 minutes in. Chance to go up 1-0. FA Cup 4th round. Up steps Andy Muller. Yes. Yes, sir. Get in. Pixel. Yep, Alan Shearer was the reason he became youngest player and scorer on his debut. I love to hear that. Absolutely love to hear that. Mr. Grizzly. Dunga at Spurs. Truck, yeah. Dr. Nanas, I filled out all my spare time with running and biking, but even that can't fill out 16-hour day. I'm averaging 30 kilometers running and 65 kilometers on the bike the past 4 weeks. That's huge, mate. I applaud the effort. That's absolutely incredible. You'll be in top shape when you hit uni. I'm just sitting here eating ice cream. 1-1. Spurs with the equalizer. And I'm an A person, so I wake up early. And it's so boring. Fuck hell. Yeah, then you have a long day ahead of you. I can see the conundrum. I can see it, Dr. Nanase. Is there any way you can start studying before uni, preparing, anything like that? Using some brain cells. You use a lot of energy running, biking. We need the brain involved as well. It's 1-1, half an hour in. Neil Slatter for Andy Müller. Go on, Andy. Go on, Andy! On the rebound, smashed it in. He told us earlier this week that he wants to be the starter. I gave him the chance in this FA Cup game, and he scored 2 goals within the first 27 minutes. Love it. Andy Müller. Corner kick. Spurs. Still 2-1 for us, though. Insua. Tackled by Colin Hendry. He stopped him in his tracks. Tommy Caton. John Severbeck. Batistuta moves the ball on to Andy Müller. A weird first touch, but we're still in ball possession. McAllister into the box, and that's a pen. That's a second pen on of the game. Spurs is helping us along, and it could be a hat-trick for the young German. Hat-trick within 35 minutes. There's competition for places, especially in my attacking midfielders. They all deliver. They all play fantastic. Yes, Siratual. Goal emotes. Love to see it. Dr. Nanase, I've got the 2 upper muscles in a potential 6-pack. Unfortunately, the other kind of 6-pack is ruining the lower part of the stomach. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Keep on grinding, though. Müller with another shot. I don't have the material we're studying, so I don't think so. Yeah, I thought so. How about speaking with... No, I was about to suggest speak with ChatGPT or AI. But again, you asked for human interaction. I got something for you tomorrow. My friend. New episode. This is the latest episode with Masterman. Rewind the Game, Retro Football Podcast. Tomorrow drops another episode. Not tomorrow. On Wednesday drops another episode. Which I hope you will enjoy, Dr. Nanase. At least that's 1 hour. That's 1 hour of the day where I hopefully can entertain you a little bit. Halftime. We up 2-1. We gotta continue. Because we're up 3-1. Not 2-1. Other than rocking 4 hours of sleep from last night, I can't complain. How's your Monday? Thank you, Sir Ratual. 4 hours. Ooh, I would not do well on 4 hours sleep. I'm doing all right, though. I've slept for the double, and I'm so tired. I'm really, really tired. I've been away all weekend. I'm not a drinker, so I can't even use that excuse. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I've drank my part of alcohol in the past, so don't you worry, guys. But I don't drink alcohol anymore, and I feel like I'm hungover just from being tired. I'm so freaking old. Alright, that's half an hour to go of ordinary time. Let's make a couple of substitutions. Let's bring on Ivan Zamorano as a pressing forward. Let's bring on Abedi Pele instead of Gary Mack. Would like to sub my right fullback as well. 3 substitutions. We're still up 3-1. Could we get a win here? That would be nice. Mr. Grizzly, in my 8th season with Tottenham, with the 94-95 database, decided to build the team around Juan Roman Riquelme, who happens to be one of my all-time favorite players. Love that. Especially on that database. 94 database. Is he like 18 years old? On that no, he's younger, isn't he? 16? He's very young on that database. Robbie Mustoe with a shot from distance. I think it hits the post. Well, that's awesome. How many seasons did you say we're in? 8 seasons with Spurs? 94 database. Oh, the first season you start out with Jürgen Klinsmann, the German striker. Incredible player on that database. Spurs have a really interesting team on that 94 database. Also on this one, actually, on the 86 database. They have some really good players to start out with in the first season. But we are about to beat them. It's 3-1. We are approaching full time. Here is Andy Müller. Player of the match, definitely. Zamorano wins the header easily. Müller now with 3 goals and 1 assist. Scratched the last one. The goal was disallowed, so no assist for Müller. Why are you hanging out here, dog? Hey, hello. Why are you hanging out on my arm? I need my arm to control the mouse. Dave Langen, 2nd goal of the season. Our backup right fullback seals the deal. It's a 4-1 win against Spurs. FA Cup run, here we come. Ah, I know why you're coming, dog. It's because of the ice cream. Better get it out of the way. Oh, Randers is playing in 15 minutes away at Odense. Oh, interesting game, yeah. Odense have been... Looks quite interesting this season, actually. Abedi Pele! Just as I told you guys, all our attacking midfielders are doing wonderful. I sub on Abedi Pele late, and he finishes the game 5-1. How can I rotate my 3 attacking midfielders? That was a great start to the stream. First game of tonight. 5-1 win against Spurs. Takes us on to the 5th round of the FA Cup. First though, Wimbledon in the 1st division. Transfer window closes. In what, 5-6 days? Let's get to it. Let's close this goddamn window. Arsenal is the current holders in our universe of the FA Cup. Who will we get in the next round? What a performance from Andy Müller. It was about time, I want to say, but he's excused with all the injuries since he arrived at Oxford. Ended the road for Nuneaton. Yeah, no. Roma. 26.5 mil offer for Ronald Koeman. Hello, Matt. Flamingo. There is a true Flamingo supporter in the chat. Vitor. How are we doing, my friend? Look at this. Look at this one, Vitor. It is a beauty. My first Flamingo shirt ever. And I'm due to get 2 more retro shirts. Should arrive this week. I'm waiting for 2 more retro shirts to arrive this week. And I must say it's 2 of my all-time favorite shirts. One of them is definitely top 3 all-time favorite shirts for me personally. Who are we up against in the next round of the FA Cup? We would like to know. How are we, Vita? Hope you've had a good week. End. View draw. Let's go. FA Cup. Come on with it. Ah, fuck it. Screw it. Advance to end. Sunderland. We get Sunderland in the next round of the FA Cup. They are currently 8th in the 2nd division. That's a good draw for us. That's a very, very good draw for us. Mr. Grizzly. I don't know if it's because he was that good or it's just that everyone was playing a flat 4-4-2, but Riquelme and Anganche has been feasting. That is awesome to hear, Mr. Grizzly. I must admit, I'm still to find a player that I could have success with playing as an Anganche. So Riquelme is a natural Anganche. Carlos Valderrama would be a great Anganche, but I haven't had success with that role, and if I must admit. So that's awesome to hear, actually. Really awesome to hear. Riquelme is revolutionizing the game on the 94 database. Love to hear that, my friend. Wimbledon currently in 14th, as we sit in 6th, and we cannot afford losing any points if we want to stay in the fun places in the first division. So back from our success in the FA Cup. Lorenzo is back. Lorenzo is back. That's very important for our defensive midfield situation. Redondo still out injured. Musto done all right. So look at this. 21 appearances, 8 goals, 10 assists, 7.60 rating for Abedi Pelé. He's been doing great so far as an attacking midfielder. Gary McAllister, he's been doing even better. And Andy Muller. He's potentially better than both of them. How the hell do you rotate those 3 guys? I mean, Müller deserves another start after a hat-trick in the latest game. Where is Graham Lesser? Graham Lesser is out again, so Neil Slatter will start as our left fullback. Away against Wimbledon. It's John Fash and the boys. Managed by Dave Bassett. John Sheridan. Laurie Sanchez. Andy Thorne. Respect the biggest club in the world, says Vita to Billy. Billy's been calling it a QPR shirt all stream long, Vita. Tell him. Tell him. Dr. Nanasa, watch a preseason friendly Randers versus OB this summer. OB won 2-0, but I put $50 on a Randers win, so... I think Randers will do well today, right? OB have been struggling a little bit, but I think they have a really interesting squad for the future season, definitely. Early chance for Wimbledon. Still 0-0, 6 minutes in. We get a clap from Sir Ratchwell. There we go. Dr. Nanase, Odense have surprised me so far, but then they got clattered 4, or was it 5-0 against Violet, right? Typical newly promoted side. Neil Slatter with an early cross. That's one for Batistuta. That is one for Gabriel Batistuta. Goal, 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 goal. Perfect cross from Neil Slatter. The young teenage phenom, Gabriel Batistuta, rise to win the header, bang, with the long hair waving behind him. It's 1-0 Oxford. The most beautiful shirt in the world, says Vitor. It's one of them, absolutely one of them. And for you, of course, it is the most beautiful shirt in the world. Oh, well. Are we ready for the podcast this week, Vitor? On Wednesday, new episode will drop. For Patreons, it will be out tomorrow. We got a brilliant new guest to join us to talk about some retro football. It's 1-1. Alan Cork with his 11th of the season, equalizing goal for Wimbledon. Damn it. 26 minutes in. Retro Gamer, you better fucking beat them. Sunderland in the cup, yeah. It's a second division team. We have to, Billy. I won't disappoint you. Sir Rattrell is having a laugh. Mr. Grizzly, maybe I've been brainwashed by the deep-lying playmaker. But I swear that Angang plays the best passes in the game. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Hey, we got a hello from South Korea. On the other side of the world for me. Thank you for dropping by. We do appreciate it. Hello, South Korea. Name translated into King Quad. Love it. Love it. Hope we're doing well. Tinny is going on lurk. Good to see you, Tinny. Hope you had a good weekend. John Sheridan is a nice signing for the Dons. Witch King Mallory. Definitely. Definitely. Quite young on this database. On the 90s databases, John Sheridan is a solid midfielder. Sheffield Wednesday, I remember him. Right? But back in the 80s, he must be 20, 21 at a maximum at the start of this database. We're slowly approaching the halftime point. It's 1-1. Müller with a cross, trying to find Davor Suker. Colin Hendry gets involved. It's been a quite close first half. But as I said, we cannot afford losing many points if we want to stay in the top 6. So there's no excuses. Gotta go out there and search for more goals. Tommy is tired as hell on a poor rating and booked. That calls for a substitution. Henk Fraser. Get in, son. Haven't played much this season. Gotta get him on as we kick off the second half. One touch outside of the boot. Pinpoint pass to the poacher. Pipo Inzaghi. Ah, that's a perfect combo. Riquelme and Inzaghi. Yes, please. That's a great combo. Free kick. That's Andy Müller. Andy Müller time. Let's go. Let's go up 2-1 now. Just go for it. Yeah. Missed the target. It's still 1-1. Which would be a little bit of a disappointing result. Davor Suker on a 6.40. Where the hell are we, Davor? I got Ollie Bierhoff on the bench. I could bring on. I have Ivan Samuran on the bench. So, Davor Suker on a 6.40. Let's give him like 5 minutes or something. With a demand more. We are creating chances, but so are Wimbledon. Been an incredible close encounter so far. 6.7 now for Suker, so he have improved a little bit. And Batistuta is more tired, actually. So I think I'll bring on Zamorano instead of Batistuta. We'll keep on Suker. I'm sure there's a goal in Suker. I'm quite sure there'll come a goal from Suker if we let him stay on. Robbie Mustoe. Fresh legs. And Andy Müller. Let's see if Abedi Pelé can be the super sub once again. Couple of fresh players for the last 25 minutes or so of the game. We need a win here. Another free kick. That's Gary Mack with the number 10 on the back. Go on, Gary. The revelation of this season. Could become the Ballon d'Or winner with his performances this season. Go on, Gary. There he is. Hits the crossbar. Wowzers. Huge chance for us. Instead, Wimbledon will count us. Is that David Batty at Wimbledon? Or is it another Batty? It is David Batty. That's somehow a perfect Wimbledon signing back in the day for the Crazy Gang. Imagine Vinnie Jones, Dennis Wise, David Batty in the same midfield at Wimbledon. That would be a little bit scary. Wednesday, Oldham and Leeds, I remember, said Witch King Mallory. Awesome. Zamorano. Stalins. Go wide. Beautiful pass for Slatter. Will he get another assist in this one? Yes, he will. Ivan Zamorano came in as a sub, and now we're 2-1 up. Mr. Grizzly, Angang's Poacher is my favorite AM striker partnership. That's not a bad shout at all. I've had a lot of success with the Poacher role this season, I must admit. Usually I just go for, you know, the classic advanced forwards. But when I see a Poacher linking him up with a solid attack midfielder. Come on, 2-1. Approaching injury time, and Wimbledon is piling on the pressure with chances now. First time finish from a corner kick. Ivan Zamorano. Ivan Witch King Mallory. Yes, Ivan. La Bomba. Here he is again. Mustoe. Look at Mustoe's ball touch. Stalin's back to Zamorano. Almost set him up for one more goal, Zamorano. Siratrell with the goal celebration emotes. We love it. Imagine them three in the modern day, three in the middle, Billy. Right? Red cards galore. Dennis Wise, David Batty, Vinnie Jones. But perfect Crazy Gang members they would be. Into the very last minute of injury time. Let's hold on to this 2-1 win. Peter Schmeichel. We haven't seen him in action much this game. Glenn Hodges for Wimbledon with one last cross. Save from Schmeichel. David Batty with a shot from distance. Peter Schmeichel had to wake up late in the game to pull off 2 brilliant saves. Oi, 3 brilliant saves. Peter Schmeichel. It could easily have been 2-2 now with the chances Wimbledon had within the last couple of minutes. There is Wise, Dennis Wise with the corner. Big up Peter Schmeichel. Saved us. Saved the 3 points. And that's not the first time he's done that. Incredible performance by the goalie. We stay in that 6th position, which is huge for us. Absolutely huge. And we just knocked out Tottenham from the FA Cup. They are currently in 4th position. We are on a freaking roll. Best so far in this entire save. Let's look at this schedule as we go up against Arsenal. They're title holders, right? No, Liverpool won last season, excuse me. Arsenal are in 2nd this season. Look who's in 1st, Forest. But Arsenal and Everton, 2nd and 3rd in the league table. That's our next 2 games. Can we continue our unbeaten run? That would be huge. We are ready to take on the big boys. That's what I want to say. We are so ready to take on the big boys. My players just need a brief break from training. Just 1 day. More offers from us, though. Let's reject all those. Close that goddamn transfer window, please. Parksy, good evening, man. Hope you're well. Good to see you, Parksy. How are we, mate? All is good, my friend. All is fine and dandy. I've been preparing this week's podcast episode to drop on Wednesday. Real Madrid completes the signing of Ronald Koeman, who became a Barcelona player in real life around this time. Craziness unfolds in this crazy universe. And I've also been setting up an interview for the next week's episode as well. So I'm grinding on the podcast as much as I can these days. We got some lovely guests lined up for Rewind the Game podcast. And how did the draft go last night, if I may ask, Parksy? I hope it went beautifully. It can be so much fun playing drafts on FM, and it can also be a bummer sometimes because the actual draft mode is a little bit fucked. But I hope you made it work, Parksy. I hope you had lots of fun with it. Please close this transfer window now. Offers keep coming in for our players. They're not leaving. They are not leaving, I tell ya. Mr. Grizzly, is Cloughie still at Forest? Yeah, is it Clough? Is it Clough who's taken Forest to the top position in the Prem this season? Let's see about it. Yes, it is. It is good old Brian Clough. Vice captain, his son Nigel. Johnny Barnes, that picked him up this season. We tried to get in Barnes, but he chose Forest. And look where they are right now. Top of the table. Halfway through the season. Big up Forest. Excuse me. When do we take on Forest? We got Arsenal and Everton next. That's going to be 2 huge challenges. We got United there, Liverpool there. There is the FA Cup game against Sunderland. There's a long time before we take on Forest. Let's see if they are still top of the league by that point of time. We are currently 6th. Now we will take on Arsenal, who is 2nd in the league table. We have had trouble against Arsenal since we started. Leave Musto alone, please. Yeah, we have had it difficult. We have found it difficult against Arsenal since we started this save. Could that be different now? What is that, Dave Langen? Poor training rating. We are on such a roll. Hopefully it's not going to be Arsenal who stops us in our tracks. Musto offers. I've rejected them all, haven't I? Can we ever get past this transfer window, please? It's closed. Fantastic. Look at our finances. I'm ruining Oxford United's finances, but we need it. We need a little leave room to work with to build this young team we have in our hands. No changes. Let's rock and roll. 1-0 OB, Dr. Nanasa. That was early. Parksy, I'm all good. Thank you, kind sir. And thanks for the shout out. We'll look forward to the next podcast. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. And the shout out is all Billy. It's all Billy. It's the retro gamer. When he don't mute you, he shout you out. Ah, shit. Shit happens. Right, retro. Shit happens. David Batty, youngest. He leads. But out, what contract to win? So they just signed him. They just signed him this transfer window. Coming in from Leeds, the young David Batty. Perfect signing for Wimbledon, I must say so. Alan McCoy is just doing well in Scotland. Hola, Dave Holliff. Good to see you, Dave. Good to see you. How are we? How's the Hull save going on those 7 database? I hope it's going brilliantly. Brilliantly. It's good to see you. Happy Monday. How are we? Hola, amigo. Parksy. The draft was amazing. Finished bottom of my own draft, but had loads of fun. That's the attitude. That is the attitude. Absolutely. That is the attitude, Parksy. As long as you had fun. You were like, were you 8 people? 2 groups of 4 each, right? Yeah, I think that's the optimal way to do it. But yeah, you'll do better next time, Parksy. You'll do better next time. I have considered doing a retro database draft at some point of time, but as we talked about, the mode has been so freaking crap. But good to hear, Parksy had a good experience with it, so maybe we'll do it at some point of time. 94-95 database, I reckon, could be fun. 94-95 database could be much fun, I think. We get Graham Lasser back from his injury. The 19-year-old fullback. 6 assists this season with 3 goals. Yeah, he is the starter. Neil Slater done well in his absence. Neil Slater did well, but he's not the starter. Back to the bench with him. Other than that, Redondo is back from his injury as well. We are getting there. We're slowly getting there. Vita, Matt, you have already told who's going to be the 3rd guest on the show. No. That's not how we do it, Vita. That's not how we do it. No, I won't say. I won't tell you who the guest is for the next episode. You can guess all that you want. But you'll find out tomorrow. If you follow me on social media, you'll find out tomorrow who the guest on Wednesday is, because I will release a teaser tomorrow, and all Patreons will get early access to the episode tomorrow as well. Hence why I release a little teaser from the episode. So keep an eye out for my socials tomorrow, Vita. You'll find out who this week's guest is. Redondo back from his injury, but he's not match sharp at all. I think it's Musto who has to go to the bench. The young Robbie Musto. But that is it, right? Let's continue our good form now. Arsenal. This is the biggest test for a while. And we've been flying. We've been flying high. So we're ready for this test. We're unbeaten in at least 6 games now. Maybe 7 even. Is it for the fans? Yeah, we're at home. It's for the fans. Let's take a look. Second position in the Premier League / First Division, managed by George Graham, Charlie Nicholas, Herbert Vars, Perry Groves, Paul Davis, Paul again, Dave Rocastle, Kenny Ransom, David O'Leary, Tony Adams, Viv Anderson, and Bruno Martini in goal. Yeah, that is a strong Arsenal side, but mark my words, in a couple of seasons, a team like Arsenal will look even more dangerous. Billy, it's going to be either Tinny or D. Has to be only a matter of time. If I say that every week, 1 point I'll get right. That's been your guesses for the last couple of weeks. Proper guesses, I must say so. Parksy, yeah, 2 groups and 4, and I finished bottom. Can't get any worse. I have to say it all ran really smooth. We finished it all drafting games in 3 hours. That's awesome. That's good to hear, Parksy. That's really good news. David Rocastle, 6th goal of the season. It should take Arsenal 8 minutes to go up 1-0 against us, even though we are at home at the Manor Ground. This is going to be the tough challenge. I'm so happy to hear that, Parksy. Honestly happy to hear that it ran smooth. 1-1, Dr. Nanasa, thanks for the update. The live score. A total of 2 shots in the game, in the match, and 2 goals. That's lovely. Let's get a 5-4 win for Randers then, or something like that. Largely entertaining. Could we find an equalizer? We'll definitely try. Andy Muller now. With a cross to the far post. There is Barty Stuta. No, it's McAllister. 19th of the season. Incredible, Gary Mack. Absolutely incredible. With the equalizer, 10 minutes in, Gary Mack carries us through again. I would say against a major opponent like Arsenal, I would take 1 point out of this game. But we always play to win. Always. But Dave Rocastle wanted differently. R.I.P. to this legend who's just scored his 2nd goal of the game. He's been clinical. Incredible efficient. From the right midfielder. From Arsenal. It's 2-1 now. Arsenal. Big Mac. Yes, Mr. Grizzly. Absolutely love Gary Mack on this. A young Gary Mack, that is. 22 years old. Siratual with the goal celebration. Great goals at Vita. Hopefully it's not the last from Gary Mack. His next goal is going to be his 20th of the season. But 30th of the season for Barty. Goal disallowed. Barty Stuta came this close. Oh, what a finish that was. Parksy, I watched still the week before and it crashed after everyone picks the teams. So that wasn't great, but mine all went perfectly. No hitches at all. When I went out, was able to watch all the other games, no problem. I did save after everyone picked their game just in case, but can definitely recommend it. I'll be doing more. Good to hear that, Parksy. That's not the last Parksy community draft, then. Absolutely fantastic. I really, really hope you can persuade Billy to take part in one of your drafts. I can just imagine Billy, who's so passionate as an FM streamer, in his own save. Imagine him in a PvP, Parksy. We need to see it. He'll go out of his mind. It's halftime. It's 2-1 Arsenal. We got to find our way back into this. And I think it takes bringing back Fernando Redondo. He's 18 years old, but he is very important for us. Very, very important for us. He's back from injury. That's our only substitution at halftime. We still believe. Now the linesman is injured. There is your entertainment, Dr. Nanase. You get it all. You get it all in that Danish Super League match you're watching right now. Siratual drafts are great fun. I've done a few myself, and apart from not winning, they're good laughs. Exactly. That's the attitude. That is the attitude. Don't take it too serious. Obviously, it would be awesome to win a draft. It's 3-1 Arsenal, by the way. Early in the second half. It's not going to be this time either that we win against Arsenal, is it? They beat us every single time, Arsenal, I think. We still haven't been able to beat them once. And we're at home here, in good form. No excuses. And they keep on attacking. 4-1. We out of here. No chance against Arsenal. And I shouldn't be that surprised. There's at least 4 or 5 teams in England so far that we have been far from being able to get anything against. We are just not ready yet to compete and challenge against the top 4 teams. Definitely not. Parksy, we did have Billy confirmed. But he couldn't make it in the end. That will get him next time. Exactly. We will get him next time. I'm sure he's up for it at some point. Gary Mack is really tired. Let's bring on Ivan Zamorano again. Need some energy from him. Wow, 4-1 at home. Yeah, Vita. It's not good, but we're not there yet. We're not quite there yet. We're still way behind the top 4 or 5 teams. We just can't beat them. We're not good enough. We're way too young. We are just way too young to take on those top teams. But can we finish in the top 6, top 7? That would qualify us for continental football next season. That's our aim. So as long as we don't lose many more games, that should be realistic. Look at this passing, though. Davor Suker finds Andy Müller. He hits the post. Beautiful build-up for that chance. Beautiful build-up. But a little bit unfortunate. The woodwork stopped us. Okay, Abedi Pele comes on instead of our tired Gary McAllister. Let's bring in our target forward, Ollie Bierhoff, as well. There's nothing much to salvage from this one. We are doing our best, though. Let's not concede any more goals, please. There we go, Schmeichel. With 15 minutes to go, it's unrealistic for us to save 1 point. Let's go for 1 more goal. Potentially 2 more goals would be good. Redondo wide for Graham Lesser. Back to Redondo. He finds Starlins. Dave Langen with a horrible first touch. Absolutely horrible first touch. But he wins back the ball. Redondo now for Abedi Pele. Redondo for Lesser. And Abedi Pele. Our passing is on point. But our finishing isn't. Our finishing definitely isn't against the top teams. Let's get a second goal. Would look a little bit better with a 4-2 loss. Instead, Arsenal gets a chance. Arsenal with a chance here. Missed the target, though. Abedi Pele for Bierhoff. Wide for Graham Lesser. Don't give away ball possession now. Redondo. Beautiful pass for Lesser. Now we need that low cross. Lesser, he went for it himself. He went for it himself, the young fullback. Damn it. Corner kick, though. Near post. Nope. Arsenal clear it. Evening, sir. Evening, Root 1 FM. Good to see you, Root. Happy birthday the other day. I hope you enjoyed your birthday stream. How are we? Happy Monday as well. Hope we are ready for another week. A new linesman has been subbed in 19 minutes. Dr. Nanase, what a match you're watching. That doesn't happen often, huh? That they need to sub the linesman. How the hell did he get injured? Solo accident, I imagine. Or was he hit by a stray player or something like that? Craziness. There is Ollie Bierhoff. Finally. Got our second goal of the game. It's 4-2 Arsenal. Let's go attacking, though. Not much time to work with here. Arsenal is about to beat us for the, what, 6th time in a row? We can't crack them. We just can't crack Arsenal. Yeah, we're in a hurry to get a 3rd goal. Bierhoff, who got the 2nd. Müller, wide for Dave Langen. You have lots of space, Dave. Get a cross in. It's not precise enough. Arsenal ball possession now. Andy Müller. And he goes from distance. Rune Bratzett in the Arsenal defense. That's one for Sirachwell. Feeber spying, no idea what that translates to. Oh, that's a horrible one. Yeah, that is a solo accident, definitely. Poor linesman. Excuse me. Poor linesman. Has to leave the game injured. With a pulled string, I think it's called. Zamorano turns. Beautiful on the ball. We get a pen. We do get a pen. It could be 3-4 late in the game. A pulled muscle or something. Yeah, something like that. Although, fibersprængning is not a muscle, right? And a red card for Viv Anderson. Andy Müller steps up. It's 3-1. It's all out attack now. It's very attacking. 8 minutes at it. Could we salvage a draw against Arsenal? That would be stupid. That would be crazy. We have used all our 5 subs, so I can just lean back. See if we can find one more chance to equalize. Arsenal ball possession though. Langen clears it. Müller, Abadi Pillay. Need to go fast now. Zamorano. Go on, Ivan. Goes wide. Back to Dave Langen. That pass, Dave. That was a horrible pass. He just gave away ball possession. Redondo finds Le Saux now. Abadi Pillay. Back to Redondo. Look at the playmaking from Redondo. Le Saux with the cross. Andy Müller. Are we getting a 4th goal? Oh. Big chance for Abadi Pillay to equalize. But it's full time after 8 minutes of injury time. 4-3 win for Arsenal. Yeah, unlucky. We did well. We did well against a much better opponent. Up comes Everton. They are 3rd in the Prem. It's really a challenging time at the moment. But the boys did the best that they could against Arsenal. Definitely. Come back, Lati Anarchist. This close, huh? This close, Lati. Hope you're alright, Lati. What a comeback, said Vita. What a bad pass. So close, Retro. Great game, Vita. You're right, guys. But still not able to beat Arsenal. At one point, it felt like we were far from, but at the end of the game, it was only 1 goal. So next time, Arsenal. Next time, we'll get ya. What was that? I'm praising you, Andy Müller, and he gets upset. Everton is not going to be easy either. As I said, 3rd in the league. Top team back in the 80s, Everton. It's at Goodison Park, so I'll take 1 point. But again, we try to win all games that we play. Everton beats Aston Villa 3 days before we take on Everton. Hopefully that's some kind of advantage for us. Another win for Forest. They're 5 points ahead, Forest, in the top of the table. That would be an incredible champion in the 2nd season of this database. I'm not letting Bierhoff leave. Bayern in with an offer for a very young Dennis Bergkamp. They've actually signed him. Bayern München. Dennis Bergkamp, 18 years old. Wonder kid. Perfectionist. Huge player in the making. Wow. What game was rearranged? It's still Everton next. Isn't the transfer window closed? Stop making offers for our players, please. Two-1 Randers, Dr. Nanase. Florian Danho. 24th minute. Thanks for the update, Doctor. Appreciate it. Parksy subscribed to Tier 1. Subscribe for 3 months. Appreciate that, Parksy. That is very kind, my friend. Very kind. I do appreciate the support a hell of a lot, Parksy. My guy, appreciate it. Very kind. I know Parksy, he's a fellow Faustino Asprilla fan. So Let's have a salute for Parksy from Tino.
Ciao, Científico Loco. Un abrazo, un saludo de parte de Científico Loco y del Tino. Ciao, Vela.
Just imagine he says, ciao, Parksy. You and Científico Loco, Parksy, Bella. That's the best I can do. All right. Back on track now. We're ready for Everton. We have travelled the long way to Goodison Park. Is there a long way from Oxford to Liverpool? There is, right? Oxford. I don't want to say anything stupid, right? But my understanding, Oxford is quite close to London, right? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I took a chance here. Oxford is pretty close to London, right? I hope I'm not far from here, as I'm trying to represent Oxford in this universe as best as I can. I don't hope I screwed that one up. All right. Oh, Lorenzo Starlins is out injured for this one. So is our backup goalkeeper. So Redondo's back, obviously, in the starting 11. He would have been anyhow. That means Musto is on the bench again. And not really any more changes because we're doing quite all right. What the hell is that? The tiny fly is sabotaging me. Get out of here. Straight right. Left hook. Pow. But get out of here. All right, Everton. Third in the league table. Another huge challenge for us. Let's go with this shout. Everton still managed by... No, not Howard. Beardsley is there. Beardsley starts up on top. Kevin Sheedy, Peter Reid, Trevor Stephen, Roberto Donadoni, Pat Van Den Howe, Dave Watson, Koya Tulin, Gary Stevens, and Neville Southall. Strong Everton side. Let's see if we can get anything out of this one. No problem. Thank you for all the help and support back. Don't you worry about it, Parksy. Don't you worry about it, my friend. That's the dream. Tino may not have done it, but I need that clip of Matt doing it, says Parksy. Anytime. Trevor Stephen. It took him 1 minute. 1 minute in. 1-0 Everton. Schmeichel is going out of his mind. He's shouting at the defenders. Wake up, lads. Here is Trevor Stephen. Right in between two defenders. Placed the ball up to the top corner. Mamma mia. Matt is fighting a box, says Vita. Now we have seen it all. Dr. Nanasa, don't rate Dan Ho that highly. Not been living up to expectations. But this was a high XG chance, a pass across the keeper. Basically a copy of the first Arna's goal. A long ball beating the offside. And then a pass across the keeper. Very effective. Thanks for the match report, Dr. Nanasa. I do appreciate it. Billy. Beardsley was at Everton in real life too. Exactly. Gary McAllister. Oh. But please tell me, Billy, where is Oxford geographically in England? Is it northern? Is it southern? You heard my guess. I guess it's around London, Oxford, right? Please tell me if I'm really wrong here. Yeah, we love, like Billy says, we love to see real life played out in these databases. Not always, but sometimes. Like Davos Sukar with the equalizer. 16th at the goal. 16th goal of the season. And he needed that. Dava really did need that. Who got the assist? Oh, that was a beautiful pass as well. Through ball for Sukar. And then he's just so clinical. Good chance from a corner kick, but big Neville Southall easily catch the ball. Thank you, Billy. I'm on point then. Happy to hear that. My geography is somewhat on point. Le Sur and Redondo. Lupescu outside the box goes for glory. Misses the target though. It's 1-1, 26 minutes in. But we're here to win. Lupescu with the interception. It's back and forward right now. Everton in ball possession. We win it back. Colin Hendry back to Schmeichel. Reset. Watson back to Southall. A reset for Everton. It's really back and forward right now. Beardsley on the ball. Great defending by Sieverbeck. He hoofs it forward. McAllister. Batistuta, he was not offside. Barty goal was not offside. It's 2-1. 2-1 Oxford. Golazo! Golazo! Would be a huge win, this one. Parksy, Oxford, a city in central southern England, revolves around its prestigious university, obviously. Established in the 12th century, the architecture of its 38 colleges in the city's medieval center led poet Matthew Arnold to nickname it City of Dreaming Spires, according to Google History Lesson. Appreciate that inside, Parksy, and little history lesson as well. That's lovely. Fernando Redondo for Müller. What a goal, Vito. What a goal. We on course here. The young Batistuta with another goal. Kevin Sheedy going for the equalizer. Hits the inside of the post. Müller with the interception. Half an hour into the first half. But we messed up that counter-attack. We have had many more chances than Everton at this point of time. They have just been incredibly efficient. But good defending again by us. We win back ball possession. Give it away again. Really close battle this, isn't it? John Sieverbeck going out wide. Beautiful run. Batistuta now. Darwa Suker was pushed in the back. That's a pen for us. Andy Müller. It's 3-1 Oxford. Get in. Get in, please. 7th of the season. He's getting back after his injury, Andy Müller. Hugo Noronha. Beautiful shirt, Hawks from Brazil. Appreciate that, my friend. I love my new Flamengo shirt. Absolutely love it. Hope you're doing well, Hugo. Como está? Parksy, apart from Scotland, everything's down south to us. True that. True that. (3-1) at halftime. We definitely take that. Everton third in the table. We've been doing quite well. Let's continue. Are you a Flamengo supporter, Hugo, if I may ask? Do we support Flamengo? Or do we support any other team in Brazil? Randers with the second injury. Sub surely. Lauritz, Round, Peterson out for Andre Römer. Batistuta. Yes, we're smashing Everton. We are smashing Bucks and Everton. What a game. Another Brazilian mad. Finally, says Vita. You're not the only one, Vita. It happens. We have a lot of good Brazilian friends in our little Twitch channel here. I remember we have Palmeiras supporters. It's still 4-1. Everton searching for the second goal of the game, but Peter Schmeichel won't allow it. Beardsley, beautiful first touch. Everton on the attack again, gets a cross in, but Schmeichel is aware. Hello, Matt and Chad. Hope all is well. Good evening, Thomas Rolls. Hope you've had a good weekend, mate. How are we? My throat has been acting up a little bit. Batistuta could pick up a hat-trick. What a beating, says Vitor. This is a huge one if we can take this home. Yeah, we had some guys, says Vitor. Dr. Nanase, MMM Peterson, so led back onto the pitch. In my opinion, wrong call, head injury. Damn. Trevor Steven gets his second of the game. It's 4-2 now. All right, this is far from being over, obviously. We need to take this serious. Let me bring on Dave Langen. We sit down Lupescu and bring on Robbie Mustoe. I think that is it for now. 4-2, half an hour to go. We were just down 4-2 against Arsenal in the last game. That finished 4-3. Now we're up 4-2 against Everton. And they are searching for their third goal of the game. Here it comes, Paul Bracewell. Vitor, mad yesterday. I had my party of 2 years of streaming. Time goes fast. 2 years, Vitor. Incredible stuff. I'm happy to hear that. You like streaming, right, Vitor? You're doing great. The times I drop in, it looks like so much fun. Davos Zucker from Batistuta. That's our striker partnership again. Left and right punch. Pa-pa-pow. That's awesome. Congratulations, Vitor. Time does fly, my friend. Gotta enjoy the ride. This could be a tremendous win. 5-2 up with 20 minutes to go. Edson Boaro. Sliding tackle from Andy Müller in the box. That was risky business. But the tackle was on point. Barty finds Müller. Colin Hendry. Don't lose it, Colin. Paul Bracewell, huge chance. Michael to the rescue. Whoo. There we go. Shout out for Vitor. Let's have it. Yes, Sir Ratchwell. Always like to see the Mustana Mama Man emote. Love it. Thomas Rolls, tired. Been working a lot. Been working since Saturday until Thursday this week. Mostly doing early mornings. My sleep schedule is in the bin at the moment. What a... That was a chance. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself as well, Thomas. I do respect the grind. Though. But yeah, nothing like that. Getting early up in the morning, you're screwing with your sleep schedule. It can potentially, yeah. Donadoni for Everton. Gary McAllister on the ball now. Beautiful pass for Andy Müller. Could we get a sixth? It's 6-2. Gabriel Batistuta. We are destroying Everton. At their home turf. That's how we like it. Vitor, I like it a lot. The times I can laugh. Yeah, you're having fun with your live streams, right? That's so cool, Vitor. That is so cool. Grameless, sir. As we approach full time or injury time, it's 6-2 for us. This is craziness. Kevin Sheedy for Everton. Pat Van Den Hauw. Beardsley now. They must be quite desperate. Everton. Andy Müller. He's on fire. Absolutely on fire. Gets a cross in for Gary Mack. Robbie Mustoe. Dave Langen on to Redondo. Andy Müller with a finish. What a save from Big Neville Southall. But we are creating chances easily at the moment. Gary Mack. Golazo! Golazo! That's his 20th goal of the season, wasn't it? Yeah, it is. 7-2. Where did this come from? Gary McAllister, ladies and gentlemen. The best signing I've ever done on the 86-87 database. He's been immense. And we just destroyed freaking Everton, who were third in the table. This is great for our goal difference as well. 38 goal difference. Yeah, we can compete with the best of them. Goal difference-wise, that is. 54 points, Everton at 57. Liverpool got a couple of games at hand, though. But we're in the mix. We are in the mix. What a performance that was. Gary McAllister, I mean, could he become the player of the season in England? He's been fantastic. Billy, we want BCO back. We want the carnage back, the debates, and the loopholes. Oh, and Fred, bring it back, Matt. Now, where did that come from, Billy? A BCO shout out of nowhere. He's been fantastic, Gary McAllister, and I love it. Love it. Davos Suko with 2 goals and 2 assists. He needed it. Batistuta with a hat-trick and 1 assist. 18 years old. He's turned 19 recently. 4 days ago, actually. 19 years old. Incredible. Andy Müller, goal and assist. Goal and an assist. He's really coming into his own as well. And not to forget about Robbie Mustoe. He's coming through as well. Hard-working midfielder when we need it. Mr. Grizzly, does Barty have shoots with power as a trait from the start? Honestly, Grizzly, I can't even remember. Moves into channels, shoots from distance, shoots with power. I think he has shoots with power from the beginning of this database. But I'm not totally sure. Player traits is some of the most difficult to find for these players back in the day, obviously. But shoots with power would make sense. So I think, Mr. Grizzly, but I'm not totally sure, to be honest. I can't remember. Siratual, oh my dog. Love the emote game, Siratual. I think I'm that fortunate that my dog is sleeping right now. I hope. I've not heard any commotion recently, so that's a good sign. Dr. Nanase, possible pen for OB hands, but who knows with the current rules. True that. We have seen that in the Danish Super League recently, that the rules can be very, very different from 2 different games. Retro Gamer, how's Newcastle doing the league under? Oh yeah, Newcastle got relegated in the first season, didn't they? Are they on the way back to the top tier in England? Maybe. They sit in 4th. West Brom. D-Boys, West Brom, top of the table in the 2nd division. Birmingham, Watford, Newcastle in 4th. Sunderland in 8th. What a battle that could be for a promotion spot. Wowzers. We got Ipswich next, 20th position in the 1st division. And we come from a 7-2 win, slaughtering of Everton, that is. Hopefully we can carry that on against Ipswich. And we are at home, man of ground this time. Alright, Tommy is really tired. Not really tired, but he's been tired in the last couple of games. So I think I'll give him a break in this one. We're still waiting for this guy to return. He's not played for us this season. Yeah, he did play in the season opener, but got injured in 9 months. Still waiting for the best central defender in our squad to return. But that is not yet. So, Starlins is back. That means that we have Lupescu on the bench. We got our backup goalkeeper as well. That is it. Let's go for another win. Another 3 points against Ipswich. who's possibly battling against relegation. So that's always a dangerous opponent. No excuses though. This should be a win. At home against Ipswich. Let's go. Great tip by Vitor, says Vitor. And OB got the pen, Doctor. 2-2 now. At this point, there might be added 15 minutes of added time. 4 goals, 2 player injuries, and a linesman injury. That's the game Dr. Nanase is watching right now in the Danish Super League. Madness around. Gabriel Batistuta. Remember what I called the game to end? Dr. Nanase, 5-4, I said. 5-4 this game is going to finish. I didn't predict all the injuries, though. D-Boy plays, evening, Matt and crew. Hope we all well. Good to see you, Dan. Hope you've had a great weekend. Andy Müller. No, with the assist, Müller. Set up Sukor. Goal disallowed. Don't listen to me. How are we, Dan? Hope all is well, my friend. Oh, I'm a bit tired, to be honest. I'm quite tired. I've been away all weekend, and I'm an old man. Sivbæk. Cross. Come on. Cut back pass. Redondo. 10 minutes in, we're still searching for that first goal of the game. We just checked on the second division here, halfway through the second season, Dan. West Brom is top of the second division. Could be coming to the Premier League next season in our little universe. Oh, and I'm looking so much forward to share this week's episode with you, Dan. This is Musterman, obviously, from last week. New episode out on Wednesday. Gonna be a blast. Andy Müller is on fire. He's been searching for the first goal of the game, and he got it. 1-0 Oxford. This is a must-win, this one. Yeah, and a pen, Dr. Nanasa. I was bang on. 15 minutes added. What? 15 minutes added to the first half. What a game you're watching. 3-2 OB. You asked for entertainment, Dr. Nanasa, and you certainly got it. Wowzers. Müller with an interception. Davasuko out wide. Back to Müller. Nice little setup. No goal this time, though. Witch King Mallory. Matt would love to know your opinion on Kim Vilfort. Proper legend. That's my opinion. He was one of the heroes who won Denmark the Euros back in 1992. And he had a special story attached to him about that European Championship as well. If anyone have seen the movie, The Summer of 92, the story is being told on Kim Vilfort. Heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. In the midst of winning the Euros as even. But yeah, in my opinion, I mean, Kim Vilfort, proper legend. Brøndby legend, obviously. So if you don't support Brøndby, that's only solution why you wouldn't like him. Andy Müller with his second. Absolutely on fire. D-Boy, weekend was good, thanks. The Baggies managed to win, and we continued cooking with Holsworthy. I've also chosen my next save. I may be joining you in the past. Oh, shit. Dan, looking forward to see what's going down. Definitely. It's always a blast over at Dan's Twitch channel, so be sure to hit that like button. D-Boy plays, one of our absolute favorites. Shirts are looking good in the frames. Happy to see they're still on the wall. Yes, Dad, they're still on the wall. A hammer and a screw. Who knows when they'll fall down? Hopefully it will be in the middle of a live stream at some point of time, so I'll get a huge scare and tip over or something. But for now, they're stuck on the wall. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. I did it myself. I'm very proud. 3-0 now, this one. Welp sure got entertainment, Dr. Nanasa, huh? I'm still sticking to 5-2. I should have put some money on it. Witch King Mallory, I saw a compilation of Vilfort in the Danish league and he was exceptional. Definitely. The stature of the man, he must have been like 6'2". Could play as an attacking midfielder. central midfielder, striker. He scored a lot of goals. He did go abroad, I think, for 1 or 2 seasons. He played for Lille in France. But he is mainly known for playing for Brøndby and the Danish national team, definitely. Vilfort scored the second goal against Germany in the Euros 92 final. Absolute hero he is. Where could he be on this database, actually? We'll find out. I'll check up on it. On this save, I mean. Let's give Gary McAllister a break. Let's give him a little break here. And Barty as well. We up 3-0 with 45 minutes to go. Let's sub a couple of our most important players to avoid them getting any injuries. Where are you, Wilford? Inter! Look at that! Yeah, starts out at Brøndby. There you have his 1 season at Lille. In the Ligue 1. Inter bought him for 2.3 mil. That's a little bit of a shocker. But I mean, yeah, okay. He's 25. Model citizen. You bet on it. What a hero. What a legend. Love the shout. Absolutely love the shout. Which King Mallory. Ray Ransom handled the ball. And as he's not a goalkeeper, that means we get a pen. Andy Müller misses from the spot though. Andy. That was one of the easy ones. Vitor. Matt one time said here he don't like Thomasson a lot, I remember. Please don't tell other Danes that, Vitor. No, I mean, he's our all-time top goal scorer for our national team. John Dahl Thomasson. John Doyle Thomasson. Yeah, so obviously he's a good player, but he was just boring. You know, my style of players is Faustino Asprilla, Jorge Campos. Besides John Dahl Thomasson, he was boring as hell. But he could score goals, so... E-boy, absolutely. If they're gonna fall down, at least get some content out of it, right? That's what I meant, definitely. Don't need it happening in the middle of the night and scaring the shit out of you and homie. Could you imagine? They're so quiet out here where I live. A bang it will give. Those frames are heavy as hell. A bang it will give if they drop down in the middle of the night. I'll shit myself. Redondo for Zamorano. The setup for this goal was absolutely beautiful. The boys are playing ball. For once we are favorites though. Against a side like Ipswich. But that was beautiful. That was absolutely mint. Time to bring on David Platt. It's been a while, David Platt. And let's sit down Redondo as well. Last substitution. We're up 4-0. Half an hour to go. Wow, Inter, says Vitor. Yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise, but you know, we see some weird stuff happen in a universe like this. Dr. Nanarsen, now the OB backup keeper is warming up. Holy smokes! I can't wait to check out the highlights from that game you're watching. Everything is bonkers. He looks beastly on this database with King Mallory. Just like on CM9798. Yes, please. That's a hell of a shout. And especially in a modern game where his stature makes a difference as well. He's big and strong. At the same time, he's a good header, good finisher, good tackler. That makes him even more great, if you know what I mean. 10.0 rating for Müller. Love Championship Manager 97-98. That's one of my all-time personal favorites. When I see the cover of Champ Man 97-98, I get so many flashbacks. To the arrows on the tactic boards, you know. And the actual design, the interface in Champ Man 97-98. Bellissimo. We make it 5-0 before full time. Zamorano with another great performance after we subbed him on. Vita, who was better 9 of that Denmark times in the end of 90s? Ebbe Sand, Miklos Molnar, Jon Dahl Tomasson, or Peter Lovenkrantz? You are proving your knowledge about a small country like Denmark, Vita, back in the freaking 90s, and you're a young lad yourself. But you know your stuff. You know your stuff. That is 4 very interesting shouts. Ebbe Sand, Miklos Molnar, Jon Dahl Tomasson, Peter Lovenkrantz. So, Peter Lovenkrantz was fast as hell. People who remember him from Football Manager, Championship Manager, remember it was 2020. Pace acceleration 2020 for Peter. Played at Glasgow, played at Newcastle, but never had the big career for the national team, unfortunately. Miklos Molnar, he was a strange one. He was a decent striker. Played for Sevilla in Spain. Played a lot of abroad. But again, didn't have a fantastic career for the national team. So it's Ebbe Sand or Jon Dahl Tomasson. And two very, very different strikers. Ebbe Sand was a hard worker. Very, very hard worker. Became a legend at Schalke. Played at the highest level. Did very, very well for the Danish national team. The only thing Jon Dahl Tomasson has is that he became the all-time top goal scorer for Denmark. In my opinion, that's all he had. He was boring as hell. But that's my opinion. I mean, reality shows something else. Jon Dahl Tomasson played for AC Milan, Newcastle, Villarreal, Stuttgart, wherever he played, right? Jon Dahl Tomasson. So of course he was quality. But in my opinion, out of those 4, Vita, I would go with Ebbe Sand. Ebbe Sand. It's probably Miklos Molnar who had most flair. And, you know, I like my players with high flair. That was probably Miklos Molnar. I actually remember him scoring a bicycle kick goal at one point. Who's up next for us? That's Norwich. Let's continue our little run here after the loss against Arsenal. Norwich, then Man United, Chelsea, and then Sunderland in that FA Cup 5th round. Let's go. Okay, I'm making a couple of changes for this one. Just to avoid getting too tired players in the starting 11. Too many tired players in the starting 11. So this is how we go. Away against Norwich. Mike Phelan playing for them. Ian Butterworth. Tony Spearing. Ian Crook. Tony Cascarino is the captain. And probably also the top goal scorer. But we're here to win. Classic 4-4-2 formation, Norwich. D-Boy, I have signed Jon Dahl a couple of times in your databases. And both times, he's been nothing but a disappointment to me. There you go. And actually on Football Manager, he was always somewhere between striker and attacking midfielder. John Byrne, 11th of the season. Early goal for Norwich, which was disallowed. Yeah, I never had any success with him on Champman or Football Manager. Vita, Mad made him worse. Never, I would never do that, Vita. Get out of here. He's no Bentner, D-boy. There we go. Now we're talking. Nicky Bentner is Gabriel Batistuta on discount, right? 1-0 Oxford. Barty goal. Beautiful cross, though. Fantastic cross that was from Graham Lesser. He's finding his way early. He's 19 years old. Getting a lot of assists already. I love to see it. Here's another one. Graham Lesser, Gabriel Batistuta. Who would ever have thought that connection wins us games. Yeah, Lord Bentner is in his own category, D-boy. Oh, that's a dangerous free kick. Could it be 3-0 before 20 minutes in? Who steps up to take this one? It must be Andy Müller. Yes, it is. Quite close to the wall, though. He don't care. 3-0 Oxford. Let's go. I'm smelling continental football next season. It's getting more and more realistic. There's still a long way to go here. We have crossed halfway through the season, and we're in the top 6. Witch King Mallory, 97-98 is a thing of beauty. I can only agree. Mr. Grizzly, Bobby Robson smiling in the background. Shout out for Bobby Robson, always. Always. What a gent. What a legend. Witch King Mallory. John Jensen, surely a legend too. Definitely. John Faxe Jensen, as we called him, who scored the first goal in the Euros 92 final, obviously. He rarely scored any goals in his career, and then he turned up, scored a banger in the final of the European Championship 1992. That's a shout. He was a hard-working midfielder, first and foremost. Big chance for Norwich. Nice shout, said Vitor. Definitely. 3-0 at halftime. Again, let's try to avoid not getting any injuries to our most important players. So let's sit down at Redondo. Swap those two around. Yeah, let's bring on Abedi Pele instead of Gary Mack. Batistuta can get a hat-trick. Let's give him like 15 minutes of the second half to try and get that hat-trick. Dr. Nanase, yep, OB keeper down injured in the 45th minute plus 13. What is going on in that game you're watching? Craziness. Second half's been kicked off here. Pixel pinning, a question for anybody that have played around with future regions. If I set a player to appear in a specific club, but that club is low rep and outside the playable leagues, will they still appear? That's a hell of a question. I think we need Mr. Tinney to answer that. Pixel pinning. Pixel, if you are, or if you want to be part of my Discord, hit that link in the chat right now. You can catch Mr. Tinney over at the Discord. I'm sure he would be happy to help you, because he would know. He would definitely be able. He'll be able to answer your question. I won't. I have no idea. With half an hour to go, we up 4-0. We got that hat-trick from Batistuta. It's a standing ovation as we sub Gabriel Batistuta. Hat-trick at the Manor Ground. No, we're not home, but hat-trick. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Look who's up now. The dog has arrived. He's back. Hi, Omi. Ha. Hi, Omi. Do you want to come and say hi? Yeah, come on, Omi. There he is. Good morning. You've been sleeping for the last, what, hour or something? I have no time. No idea about the time. What you been dreaming of? Dava Suker, 18th of the season. We are scoring goals galore at the moment. Did you have nice dreams? What did you dream of? I know, yeah. He still wants my ice cream. That is not happening. Don't let him trick you. He's a little bugger. He looks cute. If the taker pulls up his socks, it's going in, says Mr. Grizzly. Yeah, love that. Definitely love that. Oh, D-Boy can help Pixel Pinning. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Vitor, I like to see the older tournaments online. And I'm seeing the 2004 group of Denmark, Sweden, Italy, and Bulgaria at the Euros. Now, that's a controversial one. That is a controversial one. I won't spoil it for you if you don't remember. But that, especially that group, was a little bit controversial. 3-2 at halftime, Dr. Nanase. My 5-4 shout is not out of the window yet. I said 5-4 in that game for Anders. It's 3-2 at halftime. Vitor, Italy going out on goal difference. and winning the World Cup 2 years later. Craziness. Davos Zucker gets a second. Batistuta is a beast, says Vitor. Definitely. Thomas Rolls and Parksy dropped some doggy emotes in the chat. Thanks, guys. Me and Homie are both happy to see it. Very kind of you. Billy, he's dreaming about the doggy goodie you owe him from the earlier redeem. And now I said the word doggy goodie. Look at him now. He jumps around besides me. Don't let me say that word, Billy. He fully understands what that means. I don't think I have anything for him. We'll do a number. We'll do a trick at the end of the stream. We'll do our little circus dog number at the end of the stream. He'll get his little treat. Abedi Pele, 12th goal of the season. We are destroying at the moment. Should be able to beat Norwich. But 7-1, what the devil? I don't remember that thing in the group, said Vitor. Yeah, the last game, Denmark versus Sweden, where Italy relied on a certain result that they really didn't get. We're just looking for the final whistle here. It's been a mauling of Norwich. Will they get a consolation goal further? Nope. Müller takes the ball forward, goes wide. Gets a cross in, near post, Zamorano. Could we get a freaking 8th? That would be craziness. Come on, just finish this off. Final whistle. We've destroyed them. This could mean European football next season in Oxford, in the smallest stadium in Europe. We're 4th. That would mean Champions League football next season. I mean, Liverpool still with that goal at hand. And we just can't beat the other teams in the top 7, so we take what we get. I would be happy with a top 6 or top 7 finish. Right now we're in 4th. And Man United is coming up next. And they're just below us. We are just ahead of Manchester United. That is kind of wild. With this young squad we have built. Batistuta's scoring ability is being praised by the media. That makes a lot of sense. So Old Trafford is the next destination for us. Only a couple of days between the Norwich game and the Man United game. Look at Colin Hendry's training rating every single time. Evening, Matt. Do you need $10 for the electric so you can put a light on? Lol. Good to see you, Soul. Yes, I do. There's a donation link below. I like the darkness. The cave of the mad scientist has to be a little bit dark, hasn't it? Have I forgotten to turn on some lighting somewhere? I mean, could we light it up a little bit for Soul here? What do we have to work with? We got this one. Holy shit. I got like a projector in my head right now. Did that make a difference at all? Oh, yes, it does. Bow. Lightness. Brightness. Darkness. The darkness fit the mad scientist much better, Soul, doesn't it? Can't you see me? Now you can see me, Soul. Woo, I'm right here. Hello. Now you can't. Oh, in this little tiny window on your screen. It's too dark now. And I like it. And I like it. How are we doing, Soul? I saw you were participating in Parksy's draft. Was it last night, right? How did you do, Soul? Playing your mind games. Calling your draft team Sunderland United. That's the way of Soul. That's so much fun. Debo, you're not far off the top, to be fair. Stranger things have happened in football, you're right? We're doing quite well. I just hope it can continue. As I said, I would be happy if we qualify for the Cup Winners' Cup next season. Don't mind the UEFA Cup, but right now, Champions League in Oxford. Are we allowed at all to participate in the Champions League? With the Manor Ground as our home turf. 9,650 capacity. Vitor, I had only 7 in that Euro, but I was only 7 years old at that Euros in 2004. But I remember some flashes, like the final and Ricardo without gloves. That's a great shout, yeah. Including a certain Danish goalkeeper at Vorup, Mr. Tini. That's a hell of a good point, of course. That's a very good point. Yeah, that is a little bit of an obscure team. Regents can come in. We have confirmed that with the young goalkeeper at Vorup. We have definitely confirmed that Regents can come in all around the world. All right, Man United, 1987, excuse me, managed by Jock Wallace, Frank Mill and John Aldrich. Muller, the Brazilian. Gaza, Brian Robson, Gordon Strachan, Stuart Pearce, Paul McGrath. It's a hell of a Man United side, but they are below us in the table. Hello, Jock Wallace. Let's have a good one. Let's kick it off. Turn it off, says Soul Destroyer. Parksy beat Soul Destroyer. That's all that mattered. So Parksy finished bottom of the tournament, but he got the win against Soul. My first Euros was 2012, says Thomas Rolls. What do you remember from that Euros, Thomas? What do we remember from 2012? Soul Destroyer, would you rather win one game or get out of the group of your own draft parks? The banter is on, back and forward. Mr. Grizzly, so Gaza to United happened, but not on the Fergie. It took Jock Wallace to bring in Gaza, apparently, in this universe, at least. 18 minutes in, corner kick for Oxford. McAllister back to Lusser, another cross, cleared by John Aldrich. Former Oxford he is. But good start. We have had 5 shots within the first 20 minutes. And we are once again in ball possession until we give it away and win it back. Müller now lost the ball. Man United, Gascoigne and McGrath. Robson. Aldrich could not find his teammate. He forgot about he's not an Oxford player anymore. McAllister for Batistuta. Gabriel. Barty. Finds Andy Müller. That should potentially have been a goal. Huge chance for us there. $15 minutes to go here in the first half. Batistuta. Redondo, the Argentinian connection. Davasuka to Müller now. Andy Müller with some space. Chance was saved by Gary Bailey though. All right, let's do a quick poll here. I'm just curious to hear if anyone agrees with Soul Destroyer. Feel free to chime in. The poll is live for a couple of minutes. As Gabriel Batistuta, goal freaking disallowed, caught it. Frank over on YouTube, good to see you, Frank. All the best from the Netherlands, mate. Love it, right back at ya. Right back at ya. Good to see you, Frank. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. We do appreciate it. Although we have a little poll going on Twitch right now. Is Matt's camera too dark? Should have brightened it up a little bit. Andy Müller, that must be it. 1-0, Oxford United. I like being in the dark cave, but if people can't see me, obviously I'll turn up the light a little bit. Thomas Rolls watching England losing on penalties against Italy. Euros 2012. Lati Anarchist, I remember England losing to many teams on pens. I do as well, Lati, I do as well. Well. 1-0 at halftime. We got the best of Man United, don't we? At least for the first 45 minutes. Let's see, we got 2 bookings here at halftime. Bentner scored a goal in 2012 Euros, I think, says Vitor. I can't remember. Our little poll is about to close. Thank you to everyone who's left the vote in. There's like 5 seconds to go if you want to let us know what you feel, but it's a clear win. It's a clear win. I'm sorry, Soul Destroyer. We stay in the darkness. I'm not turning up the brightness on my camera. Let's continue now. We are 1-0 against Man United, who's currently just below us in the table. This would be a huge win. We are doing so great at the moment. Time is ticking. Corner kick, Oxford. I think that was Tommy Caton who won the header. Latianicus, because England plays physical and penalties are mostly mental and technical. I can understand why England was bad during penalties. I like this little take from Latianicus. Going for the English. Hernix, hello. I would like to be able to create the NewGens database that you use for your patches with dynamic potential. I'm not sure what you're saying, but you'll give me permission to do so. Good to see you, Hernix. The thing is, so the regen mod, which you're talking about, that works with my retro databases, it's not a work by me. So I cannot allow you or nothing when it comes to the regen mod. You will have to reach out to Mr. Tinney. We have a link and all. Mr. Tinney, he's right there. He's right there. There he is. Yeah, you have to speak with Mr. Tinney. He's the creator of the regen mod, Hernick. Vitor, he scored 2 in 3-2 against Portugal. Great game. Nicky Bentner, all the way. Mr. Grizzly, Balotelli flexing. That's the only thing I remember from Euro 2012. Incredible. Can we hold on to this lead? With half an hour to go here. I don't think I'm ready to make any substitutions. Let's rock on. Let's rock on. We are 1-0. We have definitely created most chances. But it is Man United. They have some proper players here. We gotta respect them. We got some tired players. Who are we subbing? Let's bring on Abedi Pele instead of Andy Müller. Is Batistuta done for today? I think. Let's bring on Zamorano. Hard-working striker. We could use him right now. And is it Lupescu instead of Redondo? Lupescu is a ball-winning midfielder. We are closing shop now. Trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead would be an incredible win for us. Denmark beat Holland 1-0 in that group phase 2, says Vitor. See, I didn't even remember that. 2012. Abedi Pele, super sub, got on to make it 2-0. Oxford United. It's not Man United. It's Oxford. With 15 minutes to go. Let's sit down. Graham Lesser, please. That quick sub. It's weird, Vitor. I remember results in the 90s, but in 2012, no idea. No idea how the results went at the Euros. Maybe because I drank alcohol at that point of time. I don't remember much from 2012, to be honest. Man United with 10 minutes to go. Oy, huge chance for them. Huge chance. Why always me, Lati? That was the Balotelli slogan, right? Motto. Stuart Pearce. That was a cheeky free kick. How the hell did he get the ball through the wall and behind Peter Schmeichel? How did you do that, Stuart? Look at that. It was deflected a little bit by the wall. Still a chance for Man United to get the equalizer here. Mr. Tini with the latest updates. The regen mod will have fixed PA ranges and completely random PA files to choose from. Mixing up the regen mod. It's absolutely brilliant already. But offering an alternative. Yeah, that speaks to the brilliance of Mr. Tini once again. Look at this. Look at freaking this. Oxford, we're doing it. With the youngest team in the league, we're freaking doing it. I just want to play in Europe next season. If it's Champions League, we take it. Mr. Grizzly still believes Sai was right to give Mario -10 potential. He was that special. He had a -10 maximum potential. Mr. Grizzly, that's huge. I can't remember what version, though, of Football Manager he had -10, but he did, Grizzly. He definitely did. Rambling Man 420. And it meant more when you were a kid. Hello. Yes, that's a very good point, Rambling. That is a very good point. It sticks to you a little bit more, right? Who's up next? It's Chelsea. Then Sunderland in the FA Cup. We gotta get that game played as well. FA Cup run. Premier League run. Everything is coming into its own right now at Oxford. Everyone is playing fantastic. Especially our strikers and our attacking midfielders. They're all performing very, very well. A quick overview over Europe. Barca atop in Spain after 20 games. Real Madrid in 5th. Wow. Inter, Juve, Roma, Napoli, Milan into the Serie A. Oh, Arsenal has finally overtaken Forest in the top of the table in England. Bayern top of the table in Germany. Nantes ahead of PSG in France. PSV Eindhoven. Ajax in 3rd. They lost Bergkamp and Marco van Basten. 5 weeks to 2 months. Colin Hendry is going to miss potentially 2 months. Damn it, Colin. That's a bummer. Honestly, that's a bummer. How far do the regions go for this database? The real Garen, there is the man to answer you himself. Tini takes care of you. Four days. Chelsea sit in 12th position as they will visit us at the Manor Ground. Huge win for Nottingham Forest, who takes back the first position in the league. Arsenal got 2 games at hand, though. We got a title race on as well in the 2nd season on the 86 database. Man United dropped points against Southampton. They could drop out of the continental qualification positions. Man United. That must mean that they have to bring in a certain Alex Ferguson at some point. But the thing is, isn't Fergie the manager of Ajax actually last time we checked? Oh, yes, he is. Alex Ferguson. Ajax sit in 3rd in the Eredivisie. That's not good enough, Alex. Maybe Man United will give you a call. Graham Lasser is excited ahead of Holland's reunion over Chelsea. His former manager. As we pick up another injury to a starter. Our right fullback, John Severbeck, will probably miss this game against Chelsea. Not optimal. After the Chelsea game, we are heading over to the FA Cup for 5th round. Would like a little cup run here as well, although the first division is definitely our priority. By far our priority. Here goes. Yeah, 2 defenders out for this one. That means that Dave Langen will be starting on the right fullback. And it's Henk Fraser in defense instead of Colin Hendry. We are still awaiting the return of Julio Cesar. Please make your way back, sir. 4 to 8 weeks still. He's been out all season long. Still a couple of weeks to go. Or more than that, actually. Alright, we don't change nothing else than that. The 2 changes in defense. Right fullback and central defender. As we take on Chelsea. We are at home. Have Chelsea signed any interesting players? Let's find out. The managers, John Hollins, as we spoke on. Kerry Dixon and David Speedy, still the 2 starting strikers. Brian Marwood, John Bumstead, Nigel Spackman and Pat Nevin. Familiar Chelsea faces. Tony DeRigo came in to take over for Graham Lesser. Fernando Hierro. 19 years old, that's a hell of a signing. Wonder kid. That's a hell of a signing, Chelsea. And Gary Pallister in a Chelsea shirt. Now we've seen that as well. Let's kick it off. And I will have to leave you for the first half. We'll leave the chair in charge of it, as my dog needs to go out to the garden and take a shit. See you in a bit. Tommy Caton, 8th goal of the season. Goal-scoring central defender. Get in, Tommy Caton. The chair's doing fine. We're up 2-0. Hey, Lucky Dog. How are we doing? Ah, okay. Still, that's pretty far, the real Garen. It is, right? On the 86 database with the regen mod, you got like, what, 4 decades of footballers coming in as regions. It's incredible. The furthest I've made it into this database myself is like 15, 16 seasons in one of my offline saves. And they just keep coming. It's lovely. It's absolutely brilliant. 2-0 at halftime against Chelsea. It's 2 goals from Tommy Caton, our central defender, with his little perm. 17 heading, 16 jumping reach. That's all he needs. 7 goals plus 2. That's 9 goals now. He didn't score 1 last season. Okay, let me just make one change here as we kick off the second half, shall we? FA Cup 5th round clash is coming up after this game. A win in this game will leave us in the 3rd position in the freaking 1st division. 3rd position. Just behind Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, who's battling it out Andy Miller, people. Wow. Bang. A rocket of a goal from Andy Miller. The young German just turned around. Boom. 3-0 it is. Our goal difference is very, very good, isn't it? Free kick, Andy Miller now. He goes for his second goal of the game and he gets it. 13th. With such a tough start to the season for Andy Miller. That is absolutely brilliant. What a finish that was. Over the wall, up to the top corner. Andy Miller is owning the second half. Let's sit him down before he freaking gets injured. Oh, he's snaggered Tommy Caton as well. We gotta sit him down. A couple of changes. 2 identical corner goals. I thought it was a replay, says Steve Hoy. It is like that sometimes, right? And that's his MO. Attack the near post. Tommy Caton. Billy calling it the first division still sounds wrong. And I'm trying my best. I do still say Premier League sometimes. I'm fully aware of it. Fully aware of it. Let's keep the clean sheet as well. That would be nice for our goalkeeper. A 4-0 lead with 20 minutes to go. Chelsea have not had much on us. Let's sit down Batistuta. And last and final substitution is going to be Gary McAllister. There we go. It's not always I use all my 5 subs. But we're up 4-0. No reason to not do it. Free kick. Must be Abedi Pele. Finds John Polston. He's not played much this season. And he gets a goal from 20 yards out. John Polston. A loanee. He has not played much this season. He's not played this season. It's his first game. In and loan from Spurs. First game. And he gets a goal to his name. Wow. Good for you. It's 5-0. Adding to the goal difference once again. With 5 minutes added of injury time. Is Chelsea striker called Dave Speedy? And if so, he either better be fast as hell or comically slow. True that. David Spady. That's a very good point, Dan. I actually think sadly the thing is he's in between, right? He's not fast, he's not slow, he's probably in between. I just remember he was a small player. I mean, he was tiny, not very tall. There he is. He finished with his left foot and gets his 7th goal of the season. And I blame you, D-boy, for naming his name, David Speedy. You know what will happen? He'll then score. Let's see about it. He's 28, the Scotsman. 11 acceleration, 8 pace. He's actually to the slow side. He's definitely to the slow side. David Speedy is slow. That is a little bit comical. But what a win. Another great win for us. Goal difference of 54. Arsenal on 62 and Forest on 50. We in there with the best of them. Sunderland up next. FA Cup 5th round at Roker Park. They are a 2nd division team, Sunderland. Last time we checked, they were in 8th position in the 2nd division. Let's check up on it now. They are still in 8th position. West Brom are still in top position. Newcastle in 2nd. The promotion race is on. Will Sunderland get involved with it? Or are they putting on all their money into the FA Cup run? Because they will have to get past us. And if we lose to Sunderland in the FA Cup 5th round, I know a couple of people who will disown us. I know a couple of Newcastle supporters who will absolutely disown us if we lose this game against Sunderland. And with the form we're in at the moment, it would disappoint me as well, actually, a hell of a lot if we lose this one. Billy, I couldn't imagine going back to old champ mans and just playing 3 subs. Would feel wrong doing it now. Honestly, I often use only 3 subs. I think it's nice to have 5 subs when needed, but I don't need 5 subs. Vita, goal by Speedy. That was on D-Boy. D-Boy, oh fuck's sake, shouldn't have mentioned him. Sorry, mate, my bad. Peter Schmeichel is angry with you, Dan, because it was a clean sheet. It was an easy clean sheet for Peter. He didn't get it. Because of David Speedy. It happens, Dan. It happens. I will be in much more trouble if I lose this one. Billy, don't you fucking dare lose this one. Parks you with some Newcastle bad emotes in the chat as well. Here comes the Toon supporters. They will want me to be sacked if we lose this cup game against Sunderland. 8th position in the 2nd division, Sunderland. But you know how it is in the FA Cup and in the League Cup. The smaller teams step up. They want it so desperately. But we had a good draw, didn't we? Other 2nd division teams, Watford, Stoke, Newcastle. I see us having a chance to get far into the FA Cup. So definitely not let Sunderland destroy it for us. But I will make some changes. I will make some changes. We will rotate. Because getting an injury against a 2nd division team, we can't have that. So we are rotating a bit here and there. Bierhoff can get a game. Oh, he's right there. Alright, we take our chances and rotate a bit. I even think we'll sit down Tommy Caton because he's tired and we need him for the 1st division games instead of this cup game. So John Polston, 1 game, 1 goal, John Polston that is. Will get his first start of the season as we take on Sunderland. I don't hope me rotating the squad this much will give Sunderland a better chance to beat us. Here goes. Any familiar faces in that Sunderland team at all? Anyone we need to be afraid of? They are managed by Phil Neal. He's a player manager in the 1st season on this database. Now he's a manager. Lillis. Is that Mark Lillis? Eric Gates. Andy Sinton. He's good. Mark Milligan. Mark Proctor. There's a lot of Marks. He's Mark. He's Michael. So that's Mike Milligan and Mark Proctor. Mark Dennis. Yeah, Mark Dennis. It's the team of Marks. Oh, Gary Bennett. He was a solid player. Higgins. That's Mark Higgins. We got 4 Marks in the starting 11 for Sunderland. And Ian Andrews in goal. Come on, we're not losing this one. Huh? We're not losing this one. It's a sellout capacity crowd at the Roker Park in Sunderland. Beautiful location for the FA Cup 5th round clash. Parksy, I always use 5 subs every game. Always feel like I should. Sorry, Peter, said D-Boy. For Peter Schmeichel. Billy, you owe me and Parks 10 gifted subs if you lose this. Vita, the guys are tired. We need the 5 subs, Parksy. Retro Gamer, mark my words. You better win. Get that little one. Get that little one. Alright, 16 minutes in. Sunderland in ball possession. Proctor. Swan. But Bierhoff on the ball. Our target forward. Passed it wide to Dave Langen. Can he get a cross in? He finds David Platt. Abedi Pele. And what a goal! Neil Slatter. Xavier Purcell. Appreciate the follow, Xavier. Very kind, my friend. Welcome in as we score a banger. I think it was Abedi Pele. My dog is happy about the goal as well. What if... No, it was not. It was Neil Slatter, yeah. With the left foot. Banger of a goal, Neil Slatter. 1-0 Oxford. 1-0 Oxford. Yes. Look who's in. It's the Heel Project, guys. Good to see ya. Me and homie are really happy to see ya on this lovely Monday evening. How did the stream go, guys? Good to see ya. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend as well. It's the flying dog. He runs in there. Woo. This is the FA Cup 5th round. We are major favorites. We currently sit in 3rd position in the Premier League. And Sunderland are currently sitting 8th in the 2nd division. So, Zamorano, maybe he was caught offside. I don't think so. It's 2-0. It is 2-0. Hello, hello, QB. Welcome in, QB. Good to see ya. Witch King Mallory. Slatter has been great. Neil Slatter has been really great. He was my starter in the first season until I signed Graham Lasser for the 2nd season. But Slatter been a revelation. I mean, he don't look like much, Neil Slatter. He do not look like much. But as I said, he was my starter in the first season. He got 4 assists. No, excuse me. It's the 3rd season now. No, it's the 2nd season. He got 4 assists with a goal as well. And as you see, he don't look like much, but he puts in the work. He gets assists and a rare goal here and there. Is this like history save? Yes, it is, QB. You could say so. You could say so. We are way back in history. 1986-87 database for Football Manager 24. And we got a regen mod made by Mr. Tinney as well, which means that real-life players will spawn in all the way up to almost current day. So it is definitely a history save. Let's call it that. Evening, Heel Project Pete. Good to see ya, Pete. How the hell are we? Hope the stream went well. As Thomas Rolls dropped some dog emotes on us for the flying dog. Woo. Yeah, not the worst. Almost, but not the worst, says Heel Project Pete. Gotta take that, Pete. Benny Cates with some dog emotes. Love for the dog. Do you deserve it, you little bugger? Do you deserve all the love? All the dog emotes in the chat? QB, man, can I have a request? Request away. Let me see if I can be your genie and fulfill your request. Brown. Oh, Brownie. Hey, man. First time I've been in. Just wanted to say thanks for the databases keeping FM fun for everyone. That is freaking nice of you to say, Brownie. That means a lot. We put a lot of work into these databases. So it always makes me happy to see people play it, have fun with it. And if it can prolong the game a little bit by going back in the past, I'm just happy to hear that. So cheers, my friend Brownie. Very kind. And welcome in as well. How are we doing on this Monday? Any substitutions here? I don't think so. I've rotated the entire squad, so we'll let our backup players get the chance today. QB, can you check who plays for Czechoslovakia? Yes, we can. Yes and no, actually. Because we weren't able to bring back the old Czechoslovakia. So it's like, you know it on the modern game. You got Czech Republic, you got Slovakia. But yes, I can show you the national teams as Oliver Bierhoff makes it 3-0. Ciao, ciao, Sunderland. They are out of here. And we qualify for the next round of the FA Cup. It'll probably be a big team we get now, or what? There's still a couple of second division teams in the run. West Ham eliminates Newcastle, though. Villa eliminates Watford. And United eliminates Stoke. So no second division teams around any longer. Me gustas tú. Me gustas tú. Thanks for the follow, QB. Very kind, my friend. Very kind. Welcome to the Mad Crew. We are very happy to have you. I'm just curious to see who I get in the next round of the FA Cup. I will check up on the Czech Republic players in a second. FA Cup, there we go. Quarterfinals. Who will we get? Wimbledon up against Man United. Aston Villa takes on West Ham. Oxford United, here goes. Arsenal Leeds, get out of here, Arsenal, get out of here. We just can't beat Arsenal. For the love of God, we can't beat Arsenal. We have lost. We're not even drawn against Arsenal so far in this save. And they'll probably eliminate Leeds, which means the FA Cup will stop very soon. All right, Czech Republic. Let's check up on it. Where the hell? Czech. Czechia. There we have senior squad. So we're 2 seasons into the save. I remember a lot of goalkeepers coming out of Czechoslovakia. Ludek Miklosko. In this save, he plays for Celtic. I remember him playing for West Ham. Jan Steiskell played for QPR in real life. Kadlec plays for Roma. Solid. Central defender, obviously. 23 years old at this point of time. Lubos Kubik plays for Napoli. 24 years old. Yuri Nemec. I remember him. Hard-working defensive midfielder. Vaclav Nemecek. And Tomas Skuravi. With the mohawk and all, with the beautiful long hair, he could head a ball, this lad. Played in Italy for years in real life. In this universe, he plays for Tottenham Hotspurs. Slovakia. Moravcik, yeah. Lubomir Moravcik. Man United have picked him up. He starts at Nitra. He starts out at Nitra. So he's a bargain pick early on this database, as you see. Wasn't he left-footed? Moravcik? I do remember him. What a hell of a shot on him. Stanislav Griga. Striker. Milan Luhovi. Plays for Verona. 25 years old. Looks solid. But not as many players for the Slovakian national team at this point of time. QB, I want to see the legends. Definitely. Not that much from my country. Sorry about that, QB. I am sorry about that. But yeah, there's legends galore on this database save, obviously. If we just go out and check on the most expensive players in the world at this point of time. Let me see, clear this one and remove that one. The most expensive players, and do take into consideration we're 1 season in. We're 2 seasons in by now. But El Diego Maradona! Almost valued at 200 mil. Mamma mia. Michael Laudrup, si, senors. Franco Baresi, he's only 27. I only remember Baresi as an old man, up in his 30s. Paolo Maldini, he's 19. Imagine. 19-year-old Paolo Maldini. His career just started. He'll be a world-class player for the next 20 years. Milan are stacked by the look of it, right? Hugo Sanchez. Michel Gareca, Rudy Fuller, Marco van Basten. Get out of here. The Ajax team is stupid. The Ajax team is crazy. He starts out with Ajax, Van Basten. Funnily enough, AC Milan picked him up right like in real life. Ian Rush, Liverpool legend. We have Dennis Bergkamp, who started out with Ajax. He's just been signed by Bayern München. But that young Ajax team to start out with, that's incredible. Vita, man, I want to buy Michel from my BCO team. The Juve again. I gotcha, Vita. Michel is one of the absolute best players on this freaking database. You just missed Panenka by 6 years, man. What a shame. That would have been awesome to have been able to add Panenka, the Panenka player, to a database like this. But don't you worry. Maybe I'll do an older database at some point of time in the future. I probably will. So this is the remaining part of the season. This is it. As we sit third position in the first division, aka Premier League. This is the games we need to play. And we also still got a chance in the FA Cup. But if Arsenal eliminates Leeds, we will probably be eliminated as well, as we haven't been able to beat Arsenal at any time during the save. So that's a little bit of a bummer to see that we are drawing Arsenal in the FA Cup. That is a bummer, surely. The myth, the legend QB. Definitely. Panenka shout. Love that, my friend. Yeah, but I'm sorry, that's it for me today. That was my Monday stream. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled for my social media, as we got a new episode of Rewind the Game podcast out on Wednesday, tomorrow for Patreons. I will release a teaser tomorrow as well on my socials, so you can see who's the next up in the show. Musterman was the most recent guest. I had so much fun with Musterman. What a gent. What a clever man he is. He dropped some football knowledge on us, and that is also what we want to do with this little podcast project. So be sure to check out over on my YouTube channel, Rewind the Game podcast, which drops later this week. On Wednesday, that is. And please join us for a raid, as the good guys from the Heal Project was very kind to raid us once again. They've been so kind to raid us several times. We really appreciate the love from them. Please join us as we raid on to the Football Manager community to show our love, show our support. D-boy, keep the faith. You managed to beat Man United. There's always a chance. My faith has never been higher in Oxford United. I'm completely gobsmacked about our performance tonight. We have done fantastically. Love it. Thanks as always, Matt. Right back at you, Mr. Tini, my guy. See ya. Thomas Rolls, cheers for the stream, Matt. As always. Right back at you, Thomas, my guy. Appreciate it. Okay, man. Have a nice day. Thank you, QB, for coming in today. We do appreciate it. Hopefully you will drop by another time when we travel back in the past and see what happens. Parksy, have a good evening, Matt. Right back at you, Parksy. Thank you for today. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Much love, Matt. Thanks for the stream. Looking forward to the next part episode. Thank you, D-boy. My guy. Appreciate it. Cheers for the stream, Pixel Pinnin. Thank you for being in, Pixel. I really appreciate it as well. Limo with some purple hearts in the chat. It's always good to see you, Limo. You freaking legend. I'm sorry I'm leaving. Thomas Rolls, looking forward to the new podcast episode as well. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for watching, guys. Brownie left the follow before we leave. Appreciate that, my friend Brownie. Very kind. Vita, thanks for the stream. Latianicist. And anyway, cheers. You guys made my Monday a little bit more happy. And I hope I can make your Wednesday a little bit more happy when we drop the next episode of the podcast. It's this way. You have to point this way. The episode on Wednesday is bonkers, people. See you soon, motherfuckers. What was that? Hey, language mad.